Alright, this is going to be a really short review, but it's on the 2020 Huawei MateBook X Pro, and it's got an issue. I'm going to go straight into the issues because one issue ruins everything that's great about this laptop, and it is heat. It ruins the processor because it thermal throttles seriously hard. The graphics, you'll see dropped frames. Battery life is actually really bad because of the heat, and it's really uncomfortable to have on your lap. Heat ruins everything that's great about this laptop, so that is out the way. On to everything else that is great about this laptop. So the display is actually one good thing about this laptop, and it's got a really unusual aspect ratio. So it's a 3000 by 2000 aspect ratio, and it's an LCD, not an OLED display. Now what that means is, with OLED you get a much brighter image, and you get deeper blacks, so the pixels are actually off. But on this you can see the blacks, if that makes sense, and the image isn't as bright, but it is as bright as it can get. So you're actually going to enjoy watching films and stuff like that on this display. It's really nice. And because of its aspect ratio, I think I was able to find one film that was able to fill the entire screen. I think that was Swarm. I'll show you a quick clip now. Oh my days. Alright, so the display is glossy and it's a touchscreen. So that just equals fingerprint magnet. But have you ever got that feeling where you're on a touchscreen display or a touchscreen laptop, and then you instantly move to a laptop that doesn't have a touchscreen display, and you just touch the screen, but it's not a touchscreen? It's not a touchscreen device. So it is annoying. You're going to get that with this device if you do have this or decide to buy it for some reason, like I did. But that's just something you have to deal with. The last three good things about this display is that it is 60 Hz, not 120 Hz, which is fine for gaming. Some people might want something higher, but this is locked to 60 Hz. And you can hook it up to an external 4K display, which can go up to 60 or 120, I believe, which is fine. The bezels are really thin on this display. It looks like the display is actually just floating, and the viewing angles at any angle is great. I'll show you what I mean by viewing angles. So at any angle you are positioned, you can still see a clear image. The performance of this laptop is about subpar. Here are the Geekbench scores for the laptop. You can see if it's good or not, I guess. Some people like to see that, so I'm just going to put that there for the first time. I don't actually review laptops, but this is I'm going to just try it. So here's the Geekbench scores. Here are the Geekbench scores. There you go. It's got an Intel Core i5 10th gen processor. It is also paired with an Intel UHD graphics card and an NVIDIA MX250, which is good for gaming up to about the level of GTA 5, and anything above that is going to struggle. And it even does struggle in GTA 5, but guess what? Because of the heat. And there we go. It's got 16 gigabytes of RAM and up to 500 gigs of storage. It might go up to 1 or 2 terabyte, but I think I've got 500 gigabytes of storage, and I'm not even halfway through that. So that's going to be completely fine for you guys. So both the keyboard and the trackpad, so I just had a laugh because I couldn't say trackpad, right? I keep saying trackpad. But anyway, both the keyboard and the trackpad are really great. The keyboard has a lot of great travel on it, so hitting keys is not a problem at all. And if you're a fast typer, it works quite well. The trackpad is actually really good. So it's a glass trackpad, which has a good few benefits. So unlike a non-glass trackpad, you won't get the wear and tear in the middle of the trackpad where your finger really does touch the trackpad, and your finger glides across the trackpad smoothly. So really large trackpad. It's actually really good. On the keyboard as well, you've got a few privacy features. So you've got a disable mute button and a disable Wi-Fi button. And just next to that, you've got the fingerprint sensor, which is actually fast and can unlock your device on boot. Huawei it's got a good feature where it does do that. I'll show you. So if the laptop is fully shut down or in sleep or hibernation mode, if you place your finger in the right place, sometimes this doesn't work, but if you place your finger in the right place and you press the button and hold it for a few seconds, it will go through boot and unlock into Windows, which is actually quite good. Some laptops don't do that, and it does depend on how accurate your finger is placed onto the fingerprint sensor. Okay, so for ports, it's got a hidden Thunderbolt port for some reason. It's not actually listed anywhere on the device that it's a Thunderbolt port, but it pops up in the control center. It's got two Type-C ports. Both can be used for charging, but one is labeled for charging. And they both support up to 4K 60 frames per second displays. It can go up to 120 Hz, but I haven't tested that out yet. This display is just 60. It's got a USB Type A on the right side of the device. It is a faster port, so I think it's a USB A 3 point something port. You just get high speeds on that side as well, so you're not missing out on anything. And it's great to see that on this laptop. And it's got a 3.5mm headphone jack. It is a combo jack, but I barely use that. But it's great to see it on this, as the iPhone is getting rid of them. So many other devices have them as well, but so many other manufacturers are also trying to remove them. So it's great to see, I guess, a relic on a laptop like this. So battery life on this device is really bad, actually. It currently lasts up to 4 hours, but it was rated for 12 hours. I've never even gotten past 6. I've never gotten past 6. It might need a battery replacement, but yeah, 4 hours, that's all I'm getting. And that's on a good day. If I'm doing something intensive like editing, then it's 3 hours. So it's constantly, even right now, it's constantly plugged in just because. But there is one really cool feature, and it's cool because it was implemented, or the idea is a good idea, but executed in a really poor way. So there's a hidden camera right inside of the keyboard where you can press and pops up, and it obviously pops back down. But it is the worst quality camera, and it's also in the worst possible position. And I see why they've done it, to increase more screen size, but the camera looks like it's even just below 480p. Like, you never want to use this camera. I've never used this camera once for any meeting. I just plug in my iPhone with a camo software. Not sponsored, by the way, but really good software, Camo Studio. The camera is really bad quality, but the thought is good. The idea is good. It's just it's a camera you don't want to use, and doesn't look great for anything. Wrapping up this video, what do I use it for? I currently use it for gaming up to GTA 5 level, I guess. Editing, so I edit all my videos on it. It does take a while because it is a current gen processor, but heat does let it down, so I have to let it cool down, I guess, most times. Some web typing, some document typing, printing, watching videos and movies, because the display is actually really good to watch them on. And if you don't like the display, you can also hook it up to a bigger display, like a monitor or something like that. So it is good for, I guess, everyday stuff, but don't depend on it because its battery is really bad. So would you get this laptop? No. No, don't get this laptop at all. I think there might be some newer gen models of the Huawei MateBook X Pro, so maybe a 2023 model, if that is out yet. I think it is out yet. And they did learn from their mistakes because they added 2 fans in it, but who knows if it can handle that performance, if both the fans can handle the performance. They decided to put 1 fan in this laptop, and even right now, if I turn off noise cancellation, it sounds terrible. Let me just try get you to hear it. Okay, I can't. Okay, I don't think I can get you to hear it. But if you can hear some background noise, that is purely just the laptop. And yeah, don't get it. But you could. I probably put. Okay, so this video was really just to let you guys know that this laptop isn't great, but to show its good parts of it as well. But I would not even think of recommending you to buy this laptop at all. It does look really similar to a MacBook Pro or a MacBook model from Apple. So I'd probably recommend you go get one of those. They're much more reliable. The battery life is actually matched with performance. So both on battery and plugged in, you're going to enjoy this laptop or the MacBook a lot more. Or the MacBook M series and above, you're going to enjoy that a lot more. So yeah, this video has just been me talking about how bad a laptop can be, only because of heat. Heat literally ruins everything that is perfect about this laptop. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Both the keyboard and the trackpad. Why do I keep saying trackpad? Okay, trackpad. Okay, touchpad. Can I say touchpad? Trackpad. Okay, both works, I guess. All right, so both the keyboard and the trackpad are really trackpad. I keep saying trackpad. Okay, so both